Welcome, friends, to another live Lavelle brand promoter testimony. Okay, let's call it that. I've been interviewing a lot of our team because I wanted everybody to have a peek inside of what makes up our team. What makes a Lavelle brand promoter? Why did they decide to get involved in this crazy thing with me? Why did they decide they needed a side hustle, for lack of a better word? Why did they want the financial, to add to the family's bottom line? Why did they want to do it? And what kind of success have they had? How long have they been with us? And what got them started in the first place? So I've brought my friend on here, the Thriving Grandma. One of the Thriving Grandmas, there's two of them. They're twisted. I call them Twisted Sisters because they're sisters and they are so much fun. This is Jojo Mozingo and she's been a blessing on this team. I absolutely adore that we have anybody and everybody that walks onto this team and can be successful. It's not just one type of person. It's just not one type of background. It's not one type of age group. It's none of that. It's all of it. And I definitely wanted to get JoJo's story for you guys because I want everyone out there to realize anybody can do what we do. Anybody. And JoJo is a perfect example of that. There's a lot of people who will be like, I'm too old to do that. I'm too young to do that. And we have the mix of everybody. So I really wanted to get your story for them, JoJo. Why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself and tell people how you even got started in this in the first place. Like, how was the Thrive experience? Was it the Thrive experience or was it the business that was introduced to you? Just give everybody a little bit of background, what you were doing before Thrive too.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on, Jessica. And thank you guys for watching. Almost 6 years ago, May 19th will be 6 years. A friend of mine worried the crap out of me. JoJo, take this, you'll lose weight. Well, at the time I was 199 pounds. And I'm like, I don't want your stupid sticker. I'm not drinking your nasty protein shake. Leave me alone. I ran from her for 3 weeks. I laughed at her. I told her she was crazy. I finally told my husband, I've got to go get this stupid sample from her. He's like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I'm like, no, she's a friend. I'm gonna get it. Got it. Very first day, it got me. I woke up and before I knew it, in 6 hours, I had cleaned inside windows, outside windows, baseboards, window sills, everything. I called her and I said, what is this? You didn't tell me about the energy. You didn't tell me I was going to feel good. I tried to tell you, JoJo. Well, that started it. I'm like, okay, I need to order today. Ordered my package. And by day 3, something happened. The fog, the mental fog, the thinking clear, just. And I'm like, I called her back and I was like, what is this promoter thing you told me about? Because I've got to go tell everybody. I've got sick, tired, and exhausted friends that need to experience this. And at the time, I thought you had to be a promoter, Thank God I did, because I've never done network marketing. I didn't know what it meant. And I started promoting on day 3 and I was having to order product for samples. Every 2 days I was ordering product and I was pre-selling them also because people were wanting this and it was changing lives. And man, have I changed some lives. Woo, it's been the best. It's been the best, getting those messages from people. Oh my God, I feel great. I wish I had this way longer ago, It's been life-changing for myself also. I've lost 64 pounds and I'm out here to change some lives. It's the money is great. But when you get those messages from people and you get messages from their kids saying, thank you for helping my mom. There's nothing better. Nothing.
No, I agree with that. So before you started taking the Thrive experience and promoting the Thrive experience as bringing in the extra income and things like that, were you working a full-time job before that? Like, what were you doing? Now, I know you're a Thriving Grandma now. You were a grandma then because you've been with us 6 years. So what were you doing before that?
Right. I was working as a cook at a local gas station. They had a little restaurant in there. And I was doing that. And my goodness, I started with Lavelle and my boss was arrogant at the time. Oh my goodness. And he got even worse because I became more independent. My head was just like, I just couldn't imagine feeling that way ever. And I became more independent, and I talked to my husband. I'm like, he's getting really bad towards me. I want to quit. And he's like, you might make enough money with Lavelle to pay for your gas to go to work, but it's not, you're not ready. I need you to work. You know, you gotta, we need that income. Because at the time it was 54 hours a week I was working there. And I had to go, and that will come after I tell you about, you know, how this just exploded. It took me 10 months. It took me 10 months. You know, I was thriving from May to August and never posted anything on Facebook. It's not
Yeah.
any, not in any of my memories. And that kind of bums me out because I could have been changing more lives before, you know.
Hey, we all have that story, Jojo. When I started this, I actually waited and watched for like 9 or 10 months, and I kick myself all the time for that because I just think of those 9 or 10 months that I wasted watching when I could have jumped in and yes, could have changed a lot of lives, could have just had a 9 or 10 more months in front of me in this amazing business that we're in. So the Thrive experience did a lot for you. And I love so much. This is where I believe one of like 10 reasons why we set ourselves apart from a lot of other things that are out there is that we have a product that we can sample. I love sampling. Sampling to me, I know there's some people have this love-hate relationship with it, but samples are my bread and butter. We get paid to sample. And I do believe that because our product works so quickly for most people like you, and I won't say everybody, my husband was the opposite. It was like day 30 and I had to take the Thrive away from him to make him understand that he was feeling much different. He just didn't realize it and he was stubborn. But there's lots of people like you that day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, they're like, this is a big difference in how I feel. When you have a product that works like that, it isn't something where you have to have before and after pictures of your skin or before and after pictures of weight loss or before and after. It is a mental before and after that you can help people feel so quickly that they're making decisions like you made. And I love your story because you went from, I want nothing to do with your product. I'm probably not even going to try it. Talk to the husband. The husband's like, don't bother. You were like, all right, for my friend, I'm going to try it anyways. And day 1 was life-changing for you. And our job at this point is to get our product into as many people's hands that were just like you. So sometimes that does take some extra urging or encouraging or follow up so that we can help people feel like that, because that feeling for you turned into, I'm going to tell everyone I know how good this is. Just like if you ate at a restaurant, you had the best meal ever, you're going to go tell all of your friends and family about that restaurant. You get a new t-shirt that you love off the internet. It's soft, it's cozy, it's the best thing you've ever worn. Maybe it's your thriving grandma. No. And you're going to go tell everybody about that t-shirt. It was a good price. We do that all day long. And you made that decision on day 1 of thriving that you were already going to tell everybody about this. So why not make some additional money for the household? And it sounds like you kind of had a vision to get out of that job and out from underneath that boss. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that journey? You started, you weren't posting on social media, you were just sharing with people, and you had a lot of customers. I remember Jojo being the customer queen, like one after another. At what point did you make that shift to say, all right, I need to get out there on social media, I've got to make this bigger, better and better? And how long until you were able to walk away from that job?
Yeah, I do have a large customer base. They feel good and they want to tell all their friends too, right? Just encourage them to do that. And basically, I started getting promoters. Probably, I don't even remember it might have been around August when I started posting, and that's when I got a promoter. And I'm like, whoa, now I've got a team. And then it just started growing and growing and growing. Even through the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, it was growing and growing. In April, 10 months later, 11 months later, I hit my 4K bonus. And you know, that's 2 customers, 2 promoters, and then your team is really growing. A week later, I hit my 12K, and that's the auto bonus, and I'm sure that you can cover that, and I couldn't believe it, and that's when I decided it's time to go from this job. It's time to go. And yeah, I'm glad.
Never looked back. That was like 5.5 years ago.
Right, right. And it's just been incredible. The day I hit my 12K bonus, I was getting these messages from all kinds of people saying, way to go get your car, go get your car. I'm like, you're crazy. I am not going to get no car. I'm not going to get no luxury car. I was scared. And I made a mistake and didn't go get that car for 6 months.
I wouldn't say that's a mistake. I think that you did a really smart thing. I know when I started this company almost 7 years ago, we earned our auto bonus in the first month because I thought, wow, the month before I was literally dumping my change jug out on my living room floor. Like, how am I going to keep going like this? And so the auto bonus for me was necessary. It was necessary. And we had been through some financial hard times. I knew what those were like. So we decided not to go out and get the car. I didn't upgrade to a luxury vehicle for a good 6 months either. So I think that stability, I think it's important for people to know that are watching. Yes, we have amazing rewards. So she's talking about hitting 4K. That's the first rank in our company. Right now, there's an extra bonus attached to that. And I think there was when you hit 4K too. So if you want more information about that, get back with the person who had you watch this, this video or this live. So then she talks about earning the next rank, which is 12K. 12K means you and your team are doing $12,000 a month in sales collectively. You, whatever you buy, whatever your customers are buying, your promoters and your team building underneath you and all of their customers all combined to that $12,000. You hit the next rank of our company. And now you are also getting an auto bonus. So our company will give you the option. And this is the one thing I love. They'll give you $300 a month towards whatever you want to drive. You don't even have to have a car. You can be, we joke about it all the time. You could be riding the bus. You could be riding a bike. It doesn't matter. They're going to give you $300 a month for earning that rank and maintaining it. But if you do want to go out and get a luxury vehicle, they're going to give you $800 towards a whole long laundry list of different vehicles. I'm not going to list all of them on here. There's Cadillacs and Lexus and Audi and Tesla and all kinds of crazy stuff. So you can also get more information on that. They'll give you $800 at our second rank. They'll give you $1,600 at our third rank for that auto bonus. So it is amazing to take a family's pretty much their second largest bill in most households is their auto payment. And we can take that and cover it. So that's only at the second rank in our company. And Jojo, when she got real serious and decided to run, she was able to do that. And that's what gave her the ability to walk away from that full-time employment. She just wanted to be a thriving grandma. She wanted to be at home. She wanted to work her business at home. So why don't you share with us a little bit what your journey was like from then until now, and why are you still doing this?
It's just been it's been amazing. It's been life-changing, physically, financially. I'm coming up pretty close to another rank in the company, and I'm determined. I'm going to get that. It's coming.
Oh, yes, you are.
It's coming. I wanted it to be this month, but hey, I'm going to shoot for next month.
Okay.
And this month's not over yet, so there you go. There's that.
There's that too.
But it's been amazing. We've bought, I was able to quit my job and got my luxury car, and we actually bought a house 6 months ago. And, I have a great office. I love it. I love working from home, from the beach, anywhere, and being able to have my grandchildren here whenever I want them here. Spending more time with them is wonderful. Some people might not know I have 6 grandchildren, and my 3 oldest are 22, 18, and 16. They don't like to hang out with grandma anymore. So, but the 3 little ones, they get more of their grandma than my 3 oldest ones. The three oldest ones, I gave them a bucket of my makeup and said, "Can you put makeup on my face?" And I slept while doing that. I slept while you're doing that. Now I'm on the trampoline, jumping with the littles and walking the neighborhood, and it's just been life changing, physically and financially.
And let's talk just for a second. You were able to bring your sister into this business with you. I don't know how many siblings you have because I only know Carol. But you were able to bring your sister into this business with you. And I'm going to interview her one of these next couple of weeks too, because her story is so incredible what this did for her. But we were just chatting about her before we hopped on this live, and Carol's incredible. What is it like being able to just travel with your sister, do fun things with your sister, work with your sister, earn extra money with your sister, and have that kind of partner in crime to do this with?
Oh man, that is great. It's great. I never expected her to promote, but I gave her a sample and I'm like, do it and do it right. And I stayed on her and she felt it. I think she felt it in like 4 days. I don't want to give up her glory, but she, she ordered her package and she started getting customers too. Her friends were like, I want to feel that too. I want to feel good like you. My sister has a very, very good testimony. It's one of my favorites. It brings tears to my eyes every time I think about it. I changed her life. I
Yeah.
really did. And she decided to promote. I want to promote. I want to get a car like you, And she started promoting and she has done awesome. She took her first trip with us to Mastermind in Florida. She hasn't flown since, I think she said 1982, or it might have been 72. And that was a blast. That was fun. And then she went on to our convention in Texas, and just watching her, and seeing her amazement and meeting people that she's never met, things like that. Just awesome, awesome. Love having her.
It is a blast watching. It's a blast watching both of you just be able to like live your best life. And that's what it seems like from the outside looking in, as you guys literally living your best life. So just to back up for a second, because I forgot to ask this. So you earned your auto bonus and then you waited 6 months. What did you go out and get?
A BMW. I'm stuck on BMW.
Is that what you still have the same car, or have you changed?
I don't. I totaled my first one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and so I got another one, and then I wanted an SUV. Then I had the BMW cars, and I'm hooked on BMW. I don't like change. All the buttons are still the same, and it's got a lot of buttons on it. And that's actually my car's name. My first one was Buttons. My second one was B2, and now I'm on B3. Button 2 and Button 3. And my next one, which will be in a couple of years, will be B4.
Before will be another BMW?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've been looking at the Mercedes also.
I mean, I could also see the Thriving Grandma driving around in one of those Jeep Gladiators, but
Well, I'll look at one of those too.
Fabulous. Well, I am so looking forward. I want to ask you one more question before we hop off here. So you talked like you're really close to that next rank, right? And you have, I know that that this is long-term future for you. This is the residual income that you are going to continue to build forever. So tell us a little, I know you've gotten a lot of things that were probably on your vision board. The new house has a pool, right?
Yep.
You got the BMW, you're going to go get B4, you have B3, you're going to get B4. Like, we have some things that we know we're going to accomplish. What else is out there for the Thriving Grandma?
I'd love to, again, with the money and the promoter part, I would love to be in a position where, I could help my family, my children and my grandchildren more. That is, I would love to take them all to Disney one day. I need to update my vision board, sitting over here looking at me, and just put it on there.
Yep.
But it's a rough world out there, and you see your kids struggle and you try to help as much as you can. And I want to be able to do that more. And I know I can.
Well, I mean, like, one of the best things in the world is for grandmas to spoil the grandkids. So I can imagine that's probably a big piece of your vision board. So I want so badly to see you take your whole family to Disney World. I have got to be a part of that. Like I needed to hear that from you today, Jojo, so that we can make that come true. It's like make a wish, you know, we have the ability in this company to put together things that we want to do in our life and for our family, and then make them actually become a reality. And I think that if more people realize how tangible that actually is, and how, I don't want to say easy, because we work hard at what we do. And I know Jojo works very hard at helping a lot of people. So it is very tangible, though. It is something that anyone can do with a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of communication, and getting a lot of people thriving and getting a lot of people healthy. So I appreciate your time today. I'm looking forward to you hitting that next rank. We probably need to have a one-on-one, right? Make some plans again.
Right.
And let's get you to that next rank, because I know it's going to be like an almost automatic auto elite type situation, because you're full of customers. So I think that I'm really excited to watch that happen. I'm excited to continue on this journey with you. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. You are appreciated so much.
Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm sure you will see Jojo live very soon. She's always hopping on her social media. So make sure you go check her out, follow her, like her, love her. And if you know her, start thriving with her. Bye, guys.